Hey everybody, welcome back to my custom baby. Taking a little break from that for a while, like all the month of June. And I just did the first layer of tan color, flesh color. I'm going to do that first on here because I'm trying to get the peachy reddish looking skin like mine. And so I'm going to put just a thin layer of this stuff on. And it's already, you can see the difference in it. There's a difference. So this is like a white. So this is the last one for this one. And then I'm going to do the next layer, which is a red layer. And I'm following a tutorial by Annette from Miracle Babies Nursery out of Australia. She did a painting class, and that's how I painted Bella. So I'm following it again on this doll, but I'm kind of changing it up a little bit because I'm trying to get the flesh tone underneath a different color, which I thought I would just do just a thin layer of the tan on it first, and then follow the next instructions like she does. And then, because she's using FX or Miracle Blend, it's her paints. And I don't have her paints, but I am using acrylics, and it is an acrylic because you don't have to heat set it. So I'm just following along the best I can with the shades and everything. And Bella came out really good. And I want to do her color again. So I think that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to make it she's really light, and I'm going to make this one just a little bit darker, and that's why I'm putting this layer on first. So I'm thinking that it's going to come out just a tad bit darker, but I don't know. It's an experiment, and it's my doll, so if I mess it up, I mess it up, and I can always strip it, which sucks. And so I'm using just a ripped sponge, and I use Ceramcoat or Folk Art paints, and this is bamboo, and it's like the Flush 07 color. So it's kind of a darker color. And then when I get to the end, I don't know if I'll do another layer of this. I'll have to wait and see what it looks like at the end when I'm done, because the very end is your flesh coat, what you're going to do. And I don't know if I'll do this one again, or the pink, or do this one again, and the pinkish color. That's this one. So, that is it. So you can probably see, I don't know if you can see, you can't see it in the light. If it's wet, you can see it. Ripping it off like this kind of gives it a texture look when you put it on. You just got to make sure in the creases that you pounce it out with a brush, because it'll look nasty in there. So anyway, that's the first one I'm doing. It's not what she does, but I'm going to try it and see what happens and go from there. So the next layer is going to be a red layer, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to rip off the end of it, I believe. Yep, it says rip off the top. Yep. And then you pounce it around. You can see my little sponges here in the row with all the colors. Those are the layers that you're going to be doing. But I don't have my red. This is a blue layer, and this is a blue mottling. So there's both. So we'll be back. Okay, we are back. I did that first layer of tan and excuse me, got that all on there. And now I'm on the red layer, and here's the sponge with the red. And here's the last limb. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell, you might be able to, that the leg is it has a red tint to it. And this does not, because I haven't done it yet. See, you see the red tint to it. So, let's move this out of the way. There's a red tint to it. You can see the color difference. And it's very, very subtle. So, that's good. That's what I want. So, and then after this layer is the blue, is this blue one. So, when you put this one on, along with this red, first red, it kind of looks like it has veins already. So that's kind of cool. So I'm going to finish this red, and then I will be back and show you the blue possibly. If not, then it'll be the next day. We'll start off with the blue color. So that is about it. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and we will see you in a few minutes. Hey everybody. I am back. It was late last night, and I finished that. I put the blue layer on, and now I'm at, I'll show you the blue layer. You probably can't see it very well, but you can see a hint of blue all over the kit. And it's just a hint of it. It's making everything look like this doll has a bunch of like dips and divots and stuff on it. So you can kind of see the bluing in those divots, and it makes it look like this leg is coming out really good. And I don't know if you can, that light is too bright, if you can see, but you can see the red and you can see the blue through that. So I let it dry overnight. And what I used for the blue is this color, which is, those of you that are not using heat set, I found the closest color to what that filio, whatever the color it is. It's this blue. It's really like a light, like a, not turquoise blue, but like a, this is called Tahiti blue. And this one is Ceramcoat, and I couldn't find this color in Full Cart. So some of the stuff I can find in Full Cart, and excuse me, other colors I can't. So it's the Ceramcoat acrylics, and I think I got a couple apple barrels, but the majority of what I have is Ceramcoat, which is the off make of Full Cart. So that's the color I used, and you make it really, really see-through. I don't know if I put it on. Yeah, I did right here. It's really, really see-through. So you can just, when you put it on your, test it on your mat or paper towel or whatever, you can barely see it. See, like, I put it on here. You can barely see it. See, it's that color blue. And that's the hint of it. So I did this color. So, and these are the first washes. Like I said, I put the tan on myself first. It wasn't in the tutorial that she did, but I put it in there. And then we'll go on. The next step is creasing, and I will video that in a separate segment. So that's what I did last night. It's all the bluing. You can see it here. You can see it really good on the head. It's starting. Once you get into the, I mean, it's given her a little bit of life in her face and stuff. So once we get into the creases, and after that is some more washes, you're going to do bluing, like make the nose look deep, and different crevices you're going to make look deeper, and that's when you use the darker blue. So anyways, that's where I'm at, and I will catch you up later, and we'll see you later.